Hello friends, welcome on stitchingworld.com. In the earlier videos, I had shown you how to make this Dori neck and how to make side pockets. So this is the complete dress, and I used about 2.5 meter front length of a kurti and 2.5 meter for the bottoms or salwar. So this is a ready-made dress, and I'm trying to replicate this dress and somewhat the same design we want for our new dress. So if you also have a dress like this, you can measure it this way. You measure the body's length and skirt length, add wherever I mentioned how much it is to be added, and then we check the neck width, neck length, back neck length, and our armholes. Then the chest. See, when we measure chest or when we apply these kind of measurements, see this, suppose this way the chest is 34. Okay, so when we'll be marking this number or this measurement on our folded fabric, we'll be marking just half of that. We measured 6. If it was 34, the marking on our dress would be just half of that. So this is the folded side, and the bottom is the border, and here we'll be cutting just the front part. We start cutting the bodies. So we mark the waist length and total the body's length. So first of all, once we have taken the length, we'll mark the shoulders. If you want to keep deep shoulders from front and back, then you need to keep shoulders same as half of shoulder, like 7 inch or even half inch less than that. Then we mark the chest line. Here the chest is 34 inch, so 1/4 of that, and accordingly we add half inch to that, and then on the chest line we keep half inch less than the shoulder, half inch down for shoulder slope. Neck width we are keeping 3 inch, generally 2.5 inch for smaller sizes and 3 inch for the bigger sizes is standard. And then we mark on the lower side, it is waist, 1/4 part of waist plus 1.5 inch. Now you may ask me why we are adding 1.5 inch. It is because of the darts, and length of the dart we are keeping 3.5 inch, and then we join from the chest line. It may look same to you that the same is the chest and same we are marking for the waist, but the thing is, once we'll add the darts, sometimes some people call it pleat, when we add that, it will come out to be same as your waist plus the ease. Side we are keeping about 1.5 inch or 2 inch, and then our front is cut this way. We are folding this fabric again. This is the flower that we want in middle of our back dress, so we fold it and we keep the front part this way. See, if you want to ask me anything or if anything is not clear, you can ask me anytime. I'll be very glad to answer that. You can write in the comment section and then I'll let you know. So here we are keeping the front part, so we need to keep half inch out from the armhole, and the neck I had already shown you in my earlier video. Down we are keeping half inch down, because in the front there's already it is finished with the piping, but in the back part it is not finished. so we are keeping ½ inch down. On the sides we make notches, and on these darts, once we made them, we press to transfer the markings on each piece, front as well as back, and to cut the godets or cullies, we are pinning it. Though we can use the formulas, but for easy thing we'll pin it, and then I'll show you how to use that. Now this is the lengthwise fabric. I folded it this way, the folded side is towards me, and this way we placed it. This is the total length that we want the skirt, and I've shown you the total how to measure that. Now 3.5 inch plus one more half means 4 inch wide from here, from top and from bottom. We need to keep it 6.5 inch. That includes ½ inch for the side stitching, don't worry. And then we join it from the upper 4 inch marking that we made. The lower is more flary, that's why we are keeping it more than the top. Now this side piece, this is cut, these are the singulars, and the middle one is on fold, so we kept it on the side, but sadly it is a little short than our body's waist. So we are cutting this plain fabric that is also folded, and here also we need to cut same way. We need to cut the godets or the cullies this way to cover up our waist. So this way it is a new style for you, and once it is be stitched lengthwise, it will look somewhat like this, joined together. Though if you have same color fabric, you can use the same thing. Now we are making the sleeves. The sides, on the sides we had this extra fabric from the sides, armhole sides. We are keeping the back part of our bodies and keeping this is the simpler thing. Whatever length of the sleeve you want, add 2 inches to this, ½ inch for stitching and 1.5 inch for folding. So the sleeve was 5 inch, I added 2 inches more, that came out to be 7 inch. Take the total length of the sleeve or of the armhole, sorry, so that is 7 1/4 inch length, 3 inch inside, chest is 34 inch, so we have to take 12th part of that. Then we join, keeping middle and ½ inch out, make a circle, and ½ inch out inside in fact, and make it a little curvy from inside. Keep half of your bottom, sleeve bottom, mark it, and keep 1/4 inch extra from the bottom in fact, and then 1 inch down from the side of the sleeve, make notch, then cut your sleeve. This way 2 of our sleeves are cut. We are cutting on the wrong side, we'll open it and then we'll cut the front side curve. These are the 2 parts, and here we make a slightly curve to make it, to give it a shape. This way our sleeve is done. Now we'll stitch the pieces together. So the neck we had done, pockets we have already done in one video. Here we fold the bottom of our sleeve. You can add the lace or piping or anything that you want to, or the border, But here we are making the simple sleeves, so we are just folding it towards the wrong side, towards the inside, and then we join these sleeves, keeping on right side of the dress, wrong side of your sleeves, curvy side towards the curvy thing, starting from the end or starting from the very starting and ending till the very end, slightly pulling if needed on the curvier sides, don't pull it too much, and middle notch with the shoulder joint. If needed, keep the needle inside though, like raise the presser foot and then move towards the back side of the sleeve or the armhole or both of them, and then end till the very end. Stretch if needed. If not needed, don't stretch, otherwise your fabric would be more than you wanted. So here we completed one sleeve, and the same method, same way you'll be completing another sleeve. For a neat, nice finish, ready-made kind of a look we are making. And in fact, if you don't want threads to come out, keep the joint inside, turn towards inside, and make one more top stitch around this armhole. This way it will be neatly finished. Once you press it, it will give you a nice finish and a beautiful look. So to repeat the same thing, here also if you want, you can use lace for kids dresses or frocks, or for your nightgowns, frills or skirts. Frills I had used in one of my dresses, so that was a nice idea. You can use that. That looks beautiful. Now we join these joints, these gullies, godets. We'll join together, pin them with each other, wrong sides, and then join them. Once joined, they will look something like this. The planes on the outside and flowers inside. So here the middle and the sides, everything in place. From the back side, the joints would look somewhat like this. If you have a interlock machine, interlock the joints and then join the pocket. I have shown you in my earlier video, check that out, and join the pocket. Now join after making the darts, after stitching on the darts, that also I showed you in one of the videos. After joining the darts, you will join front with the front, that is the pocketed side of the skirt. Join it because the bottom of this bodice is already finished with a border and a dori and a biased dori tape inside. So we are not keeping, there is no risk of threads and all. We stitch that wrong side also, the back side also we stitch. Before stitching the final side thing, we measure the dress again, mark it again if needed, though it won't be needed to mark too much because we kept too much side margins. We can measure again to stitch on our markings, and if there is any extra fabric on the sides, cut that and give a neat finish to your dress. Thanks for watching. Keep watching for more. Take care. Bye bye.